What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more DanMachi. Now, today we are talking about the new Familia Rush. This just dropped on us. By and by, I just want to mention this here. The heroic trial down here for these units, Fina and Yuri, these go away, and I believe the other one is here, the assist is in here as well. These actually go away tonight, so you want to make sure you get this done before long if you haven't. Mine is just about done. I'm going to do one more run today, but they're really, really simple. Any kind of good physical team takes care of that. But what we're here today to do is talk about Familia Rush. Now, Familia Rush is a whole other animal. Okay, for this you want a pretty good Earth and Wind team. Earth and Wind are definitely the two that are most effective in the situation. And if you have Yuri and you have I even just said her name. God. Fina. If you have those two, then you are pretty much set for this event. Okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at what they do. Not all of them are quite the same, but they all are very, very similar in this regard. So let's join Familia Rush and talk about this. Okay? So I have Fina set right here. She will come in handy. I'm actually going to change this out because actually I need Fina on the front lines. Now, I've got dupes in her that I haven't fed in yet, so obviously mine isn't quite where she needs to be, but I will be getting her up there. I'm going to put Otaro right here. And in fact, since there's 3 of them in this run, I'm going to replace Mikasa with Otaro, and I'm going to then take Mikasa and swap her out with Yuri. Okay, my Yuri is not completely upgraded, unfortunately. I have been kind of slacking on him. So, nope, that's not Yuri. That's his brother from another mother. Later on down the road. Way later on down the road. So, where's Yuri? Yuri. I think he's only level 50 on my team. He's way the heck down here. So my Yuri is not going to shine, unfortunately. Mine is simply... Okay, no. I actually take it back. I have upgraded him. He is +2 now. So I need to upgrade her. But now I'm probably going to change her out. I've got her in here. Strength and endurance -10%. Actually, in all ailments. They're not going to do any ailments. So I am going to take her out. Now, she's a great one right now for war games. Fantastic for war games. So before her banner goes away, we're going to do a few more hits on her. But for now, what I could really use a good the way to pretty much decide this. Let's see. So actually, she gets a lot of magic there. I've got better magic units, though. I do have better magic units. So let's see what we can do here. You know what? She's a really great magic unit. Even though we're not doing any thunder, she's going to be really, really... Look at 1400 magic. That's really what I'm looking at right there. And what is her magic attack now? Magic attack is 1700. So that is absolutely on point right there. Now, honestly, I should hero send my Yuri. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to throw my hero lights into him. Boom. We'll skip this. And we'll do that one more time. And one last time after this. This is, I know people are like, whoa, they're super limited. These units have already pretty much been, awakened, gotten most of what they need out of it. So, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. I have 2 of those. Hold up. If I've got 2 of those, I should be able to awaken him then. I'll do that later. I'm going to make an educated decision on that. I didn't realize we got 2 more hero lights. So that's pretty handy. But you can already see this team's pretty on point. So let's go take a look at what they do. Now, obviously, my other 2 back there in clutch, they're not really set up for this. I will need to go do a little bit more to set up these teams. But for now, I mostly want to talk about what this is going to do. Okay? So I'm going to look at the big one here. Our big guy, the Black Beast in the back. He's physical down and actually magic down 50%. That's super handy. And you see the only one that actually, I take that back. That's actually when they turn red like that. That's from a debuff. So magic resist, okay, but magic resist is 10% down. And physical resist is 10% down. So magic is going to be on point for these guys. So there was no physical resist. Magic resist was down 40% prior to this. Thunder resist is down 15%, so that's not something that you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to Earth over there, the brown one, that's minus 20%, and Wind is minus 40%. So let's go ahead and jump in here and see what we do. Now, as always, I brought my Bell because Bell is just absolutely set up to wreck things. And what I'm going to do first here, so, yeah, that's Self, Magic, Wind, and Magic and Wind plus 50%. That works. We're going to do that. And then Yuri is Mid-Earth, Self, Strength, Earth, 50%, so he's the same basic thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to give them all their buffs and let them basically get this off to a good start. Look at all that critical attack, though. My goodness. All right. The one thing I actually probably should do here, I should replace my Argonaut with a healer. Well, no. Actually, they got a decent amount of health back. So I spoke too soon. Okay. Now, Fina will re-up her status buff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this. Wind resist minus 30% for 4 turns. That's going to help out a lot. It's really only going to help her out on this team, but that's okay. What I really need to do is I need to find a good wind healer. And I think I've got one in mind. Higher physical attack and guard rate minus 40%. And super removes magic buffs. So what I'll do is I will probably do this first. And then start hitting him with a super twice. Okay? This one, we got foes plural with a high crit rate. I'm going to do that and hit him with a sweeping strike. And those two I'm really not worried about because they're just going to kind of do what they do. The other thing I realized I didn't do is I didn't give him any armor or weapons. So that's kind of why they're getting wrecked at the moment. All right. So Otaro comes in and their thunder resist is still down. That'll work. Okay. I wish I had Fina still up here, but I don't. That's the thing. I'm going to attack the big guy. And then Wolven Lore, we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, his instinct is 4 turns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Tribe Alpha twice, and then just go back down the stack. Okay? It's not overly important what I'm going to do with Otaro here. What I would have loved to do is I would have loved to have Fina on here, and then re-up her, re-up her buffs. That's what her other skill does. That would re-up everything for 2 turns. Then I can go do something else, come back 2 turns, go do something else, come back 2 turns, and keep doing that stack. Unfortunately, like I said, because I forgot to do their equipment before we came in here, and I didn't throw on a healer, we're at a bit of a disadvantage. But, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to just do this. That's kind of like his best bet. Look at all that. Lot of damage here. Lot of damage. Okay? Alright. Man, they are no joke. No joke. Alright. So, turn 4, I can stick with Molten Spike, and I'll start giving... This doesn't really matter at this point. We can just auto now. Because, frankly, the majority of what we were really looking forward to is kind of done. What I need to do personally is I need to go spend a little bit more time with my Fina, get her up to where she needs to be, do a few more summons, which as you guys can see up there, I've got the Irish to do it. So we're going to do a little bit more of that and come back and yummy down on this a bit. But I want to give you a basic idea of what we were looking at here. So magic, most assuredly, if you've got great magic units, you're in for a good time. That's actually what Bell's going to be doing a really great job of right now, because this dude's max hero ascended. He's as crazy as he can be, and on top of that, along with him being max hero ascended and being absolutely obnoxious, old boy's his super attack is a magic attack. So you can see he's just hanging in there doing his, just going to town. he just laughed at their attacks. They just had to just keep just beating on him and beating on him and beating on him. I love the unit so much. Alright, so good amount of damage there. Not the best, but a good amount. So yeah, that gives you an idea basically of what you want to do. If you have Fina and if you have Yuri, you want to throw them on this team. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember what each one of these units does. I'll have to go do my research, come back, and we'll talk about that. We'll probably do that tomorrow. But for now, just know those two are your kind of Euro P units. If you do not have them, the banner goes away in under a week. So if you don't have them, now is the time to summon. I assure you, these units are really, really, really good. And as I always say, with time-limited units, the last thing you want to do is sleep on the banner. At least get one of each, because you never know when they're going to come in handy. That's the video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. I'll be back with more DanMachi here in just a little bit. And we got some Dokkan coming up, too. Good stuff.